play nerd. I play nerd.
Get those wonderful toys.
Snoochie Booches, everybody. This is another I Play Nerd toy unboxing and review. This time we've got a character from one of my favorite movies as a kid. This is Superman from the 1978 Superman the movie. Shown right here on the side. Name of the movie. Portrayed by Christopher Reeve. The original, some live screen, live action Superman for the big screen. Let's take a look at the packaging. Pretty standard Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse packaging. This is a collector's edition, which means they charge a lot more for unknown reasons. You just do it. But already saw the side here. That tells you that's from Superman the movie from 1978. The back here we have a picture, pretty iconic picture of Christopher Reeve in front of an American flag posing in his Superman suit. On the side, there's nothing. On the top, there's nothing. On the bottom, there's a barcode and kind of plain. Let's get Kal-El open. Here is Christopher Reeve, Superman, out of the box with everything that he comes with, and that includes a lot of hands. So let's take a look at these hands first. First, he comes with two fist hands that are attached to him in the packaging. Next, we got hands that grab things. Looks like you could hold or give a happy ending. Next, we got flight hands. There you go. I could see using these guys. Next, we got, almost dropped them. I don't know what these are. I'm going to call them tickling hands. Tickle, tickle. And we got two unique ones. One is a pointing hand. You could say he can point, or he could say I'm number one. And the other one is actually pretty cool. He's holding a crystal, which, there you go. Kind of looks like kryptonite too. But maybe this is the crystal that he uses to form the Fortress of Solitude. Now we got, I think this is from Superman 3. I could be wrong. But this is where he's a little, I guess, drunk and has a 5 o'clock shadow. Hair's a little messy. Maybe needs a haircut or a comb. But that's what we call that evilish Superman. Then he comes with a flight stand. Branded with DC. It's clear. It's got a peg there so you can stand if you want to. Otherwise, you connect the flight stand and use it to hold them. Different aerial poses. And of course, it's a Todd McFarlane figure, so we have a trading card. There's the front. There's the back if you want to read it. Nice and silvery. I'll never see it again. Now let's look at the figure itself, starting off with his face. Let's see if I can get some better lighting. There we go. Like this wise for Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeves. It's not bad. I see likeness. It's not perfect, but hey, this is a McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figure. It's a $30 figure. It's not going to be a $100 figure where you're not going to have 100% accuracy. So there's his head. Back of the head looks good. Let's look at his costume. His costume was pretty simple, so this actually looks pretty good. It's nice and smooth. It's not all textury like more modern superhero costumes. He's got the belt, which looks good. He's got the trunks, which go all the way to the back, of course. Boots go up pretty high.
What color underwear am I wearing?
And on the bottom, of course, he's got this nice soft goods cape that has a wire in it, and it has the S emblem on the back. So it's a very nice touch. You can pose this any way you want. Very, very flexible. Definitely what we want to see in a Christopher Reeve Superman figure. Taking a look at his articulation, his head turns all the way around. It moves up and down. His arms have a butterfly joint, move in all kinds of directions. Bicep swivel. We've got double pinned elbows, double jointed elbows, but they are not pinless. You can definitely see the pins there. Of course, his wrists are on a ball joint too. We have articulated at the ab. Can't really do a whole lot of ab crunching there. And of course, same thing at the waist. Not a whole lot of it's articulated, but it's not all that. The range of motion is not all that. Look at the legs, double jointed knees. Boom, there you go. Ball joint for the ankles and toe articulation. There you go. Superman. Here is how he looks with his alternate head. I'm going to go through all the hands because there are just so many and they'll take forever and it's just different hand poses. Not really too exciting. But here's his more, end of the day, I've had a rough day at the office type look where he has a 5 o'clock shadow and his hair's a little bit messier. Honestly, I'm not really going to do anything with this head. I'm going to take it off. There it is. And I'm going to display him with his normal looking head where he's a lot more clean shaven. Probably more beginning of the day type deal. And he looks a lot more clean cut. With his flight stand, you can put him in different aerial poses. This is just one I came up with immediately. This is just the flight stand holding on his leg where he looks pretty cool, but you can do it different ways. You can put it around his leg. You can put it around his waist. So he flies differently. It looks a little bit different. And of course, you could mess around with his cape to get kind of a windy look or kind of change the way he looks when he's in mid-flight. Definitely a fan of having the wired cape and the aerial stand for these Superman figures. Here's a team up that we unfortunately never got to see. It is the world's finest from the late 70s and late 80s. It is Christopher Reeve Superman with Michael Keaton Batman. They look pretty damn good together. These are probably a lot of people's main versions of each character, so it's really nice to be able to see them together in action figure form, even though we never got to see them together in movie form. And if you look scale-wise, Batman looks a lot shorter than Superman, which is actually pretty accurate since Michael Keaton is about 5'8", 5'9". He might be shorter now since he's older than, I believe Christopher Reeve was over 6 foot, so pretty accurate scale-wise. Here's another cool team up. Christopher Reeve Superman and Henry Cavill Superman teaming up together, taking flight to save the world or multiple worlds, or maybe just hanging out, talking about their Loises. So let's get different angles here. Rising above so you can see them from more of a bird's eye view. Let's throw a little focus on the Henry Cavill. Let's move over, throw a little focus on the Christopher Reeve. Let's look at their super junk. Ooh. I've got problems, but these look cool together. And that's going to do it for this unboxing and review of the DC Multiverse Superman 1978, Superman the movie, Christopher Reeve Superman action figure, or whatever you want to call it. This is a fantastic figure to add to your collection of Superman toys. Looks great with other Superman figures, other actors that have portrayed him. Here's Henry with Christopher Reeve. They look awesome together. This is a nice little pose that I got them into, both in flight, both looking the same direction. Would have been nice to get this Christopher Reeve Superman with a less grungy looking evilish face, maybe one where he's smiling, because that's kind of how a lot of people remember the Christopher Reeve Superman from the 1970s and 1980s. But I'm still glad I picked this up. I'm glad they made it. This is my first Christopher Reeve Superman action figure. I don't think they made one when I was a kid, so it's great to have this one alongside Henry Cavill, alongside Michael Keaton Batman, alongside all the other Batman actors who portrayed him in the movies. So I can't wait to get the David Cornsweet Superman figure when that comes out. I can add it to Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill, and I can make a little Superman trio. That's it. Smell you later.